been eagerly awaiting this publication by Colt Edge. It's been in production for a while now, and on their Facebook page they've kept us updated. And as I say, been so looking forward to this. This is actually the production diary of Series A or Season 1, whichever way you want to look at it, of Blake Seven. And I've got their previous Blake Seven books. They never disappoint, always fantastic. And here we have, I've enjoyed every one of them, but this is the meat now. This is what I've been waiting for: an in-depth look at Blake Seven, a making of in-depth look at Blake Seven, not just one book. We've had a couple of making of Blake Seven books in the past, back in the 90s, but the fact that we're going to have a book for each series stroke season shows you how in-depth this is going to be. So as soon as it came up for pre-order, I pre-ordered it, or ordered it, sorry, not pre-ordered, ordered it, and it came yesterday. I was going to do an unboxing, but I got in quite late, so this isn't an unboxing, but this is a quick flick through. I've read the first few pages in the bath last night, and no to anyone on the Facebook pages that said, please don't drop it. I didn't, right? It's a dry book, very shiny book. Hopefully you can see this over the glare. And as I say, published by Colt Edge. All right. Written and researched by Jonathan Helm, book designed by Graham Robertson. All right. This book is not for profit and raising money for UNICEF and Alzheimer's Society. They're the charities chosen by good old Jenna Sally Nivette. All right. So as I say, excuse me, I've had a quick flick through or read of the first few pages. I've gone no further. So this is genuine. I haven't looked into this any more than that. All right. But before we have a flick through, just a few things of note. All right. That I noticed last night looking through it. This I'm looking forward to on page 244. Every Liberator shot. That's going to be interesting. This is great timing as well. Can I just say that this is great timing in that myself and Ian, we've just resurrected our Blake Seven in Character podcast, right? So this is going to be invaluable every time we come back to season A and then B, C, D for information, all right? So we'll have a quick flick through, all right? And some things of note. This, I mean, I'm stunned that we're getting the information that we're getting, because this is, I don't know where all this information's coming from, but a lot of this, I've never knew this or seen this written down. I mean, like here, we have here, this is Ronnie Marsh. That's Ronnie Marsh, head of serials at BBC. Handwritten note about Blake Seven from his very first meeting with Terry Nation. And it says here, cracking boy's own stroke kid alt sci-fi, a space western adventure, a modern swashbuckler, Blake Seven. Group of villains being escorted onto a rocket ship, transported, which goes astray and lands on alien planet where inhabitants are planning to invade and destroy Earth, possibly live underground. Never knew that before, right? So we go through, and this is great as well that everything is chronologically done. It's interesting to see how Terry Nation was moved off of Survivors, but was still being paid for it. Okay. So yeah, if we have a quick flick through, it's interesting that we've got a cast list here. Rog Blake is 35, good looking, wears overalls. We mentioned that a lot on the show. While a flash on his shoulder announces engineering division. Villarestall, 35, good looking, athletic. He appears to find everything slightly amusing. Jenna Stannis, stunningly beautiful girl in her late 20s, very poised and sophisticated. Arco Trent, a small brooding man. Yeah, that's how he came across in the pilot. Oleg Gan, a very powerfully built and morose man. Kerr Avon, in his mid-30s, he is intelligent looking and rather serious. Brel Klein, no description, non-speaking. Tone Selman, no description, non-speaking. At least this is in the first script. Also somewhere in here, and I think I've gone past it. Where is it? Yeah, there we are. In this first outline that he come out with, is about how they're betrayed by a spy in their midst called Crowell Travis. After a rigged trial, Blake is banished to the penal colony of Cygnus Alpha. The alien invasion subplot outlined by Nation in his meeting with Ronnie Marsh has been dropped for now. It also says in here that very early in the day, Terry Nation realised he was going to have trouble writing a script for so many characters. And somewhere in this here, that's when they decide to actually slim it all down. Let's have a look. Yeah, Terry Nation has moved on to writing the next episode, Locate and Destroy, which features Crowell Travis, a character introduced in the first episode as the traitor who betrayed the rebels. Travis now has an eye patch and a mechanical arm and will be a reoccurring adversary for Blake. In the script, Travis takes orders from a man named Commander Shervalan, who instructs him to launch a massive attack on the Liberator. All right. So, yeah, this is about as far as I've got. There is one thing that there are other lots of very, very interesting things here, but I want to get into the book for you. But very interesting, right? Oh, and also there's photos like Chris Boucher. Never seen that photo before. Never seen that photo of Sally before. When we talked about Blake, the character Blake, and especially in the episode we did about Blake, we said we reckoned that in his past life he was a teacher, you know, and blow me down, look here. It says, Chris Boucher and David Maloney are exploring the possibility of establishing Blake as a school teacher in the first episode. To establish Blake's profession, Boucher has written a new opening scene for potential inclusion, and there is a classroom scene, right? Amazing. Ian, we were right. There's also Chris Boucher's come in, you know, to script edit, and it's very good here. Okay, we get, again, information. I've never seen this before. How he says, Villa is a good character, but the essence of this type of humour is that it is brief and wisecracking. And then he gives a couple of examples where the script was changed. There's this one, this line here from Villa. Because there's nothing worse than a know-it-all who also happens to be right should read, I hate know-it-alls, especially when they're right. And then another one, oh, that's nice. It means I can have a cosy chat with a plant while it's eating me. Should be, oh, that's a comfort. I should hate to be eaten by something stupid. So, yeah, very clear examples of Chris rewriting Terry. I like this line here. An assassination squad in cryogenic suspension makes no sense. Yeah, got made though, didn't it, Chris? So here we go. That's as far as I got. That was a brief bath last night, and that's as far as I got. And also I was a bit worried about dropping it in the water. So let's have a flick through. Oh, Michael in Doctor Who. A quick flick through. Blimey. That's Jane Chappelle. Don't she look different? Roger Murray Leach, his original design. Ian Scoons's original design of the Liberator. The London. There's his original designs of the Liberator. Never seen that one. Martin Jarvis is one of the actors being considered for the role of Blake. It also says back in May 1977, a science fiction film called Star Wars was released. So, you know, it's a good year before Star Wars even came out that Blake 7 was, the wheels were turning. No, lovely one of Jan. Never seen that one before. Ooh. Very nice. This is Martin Bauer's tweaking of the space models and doing what he does so well. Super detailing. Seen these photos. That's the fantastic one where you can see that it's an old wooden crate. We discussed this when we talked about the London. The inside of the London's docking bay, you can see the writing. It's an old wooden tea chest or something. Excellent. That's a rare photo. In fact, I've seen photos of this, but not this bit. This is one of the red band bits of the Liberator hull. Never seen these sketches before. Blimey. What I like about this is, you know, you've got an awful lot of photo references in here, but there's an awful lot of text as well. So, oh God, I'm going to enjoy this. Never seen it. Nope, I've never seen one of those photos before. Seen that one. Not seen that one. Seen that one. That's just after Paul Darrow has yet again broken a weapon and David Maloney's trying to put it back together. So I'm being distracted. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be my reading for quite a while. Shall I show you every page? Let's speed up a bit. Let's get it in shot. Oh, Barbara Lane, right. There was a bit of a delay in coming out, but this is through Lulu. I'll put the link, by the way, I'll put the link below for where you can get this book from, also the Cult Edge page, our podcast page as well. It seems to be that it's a chronological thing all the way through, rather than stopping and then talking about each episode individually. That's going to be interesting, because if it is a chronological telling, a lot of the stories were made. A lot of the stories were shot out of sequence, weren't they? Or they were filmed but then released in a different order. So it's going to be interesting. This is a heavy old book. My arm's getting tired. What are we at? Page 169. That's Star Wars coming out over here. Blimey. The Daily Mail features Blake Seven prominently in a television preview. Look at that. Never seen that. How odd. Never seen that. Sorry. I keep getting distracted. I start looking at things. Oh, bless him. Arm is getting very tired now. Hopefully I'm not turning them too fast for you, am I? Hopefully not. This is just a taster, you know, just to show you what it's like if you umming and ahhing about whether to get it, or you didn't even know about it, but you're a fan of Blake Seven. Tice, we've just, as I say, our Blake Seven podcast has just come back, and we've just featured Tice. We've returned back to Bounty to talk about Tice. That's a nice shot, never seen before, of Travis's smashed hand. Micro power cells prop. Look at that. Who knew? I thought it was Tariel cells, not Duracell. Oh, that's a nice shot as well. God, my arm's getting tired. Nice shots of Aurak. Right, we're at Deliverance. Audience research report. This is the percentages of how it's gone down. Right, the Liberator. A detailed breakdown of all the Liberator model sequences created for Series A, complete with descriptions of unused shots for each episode. Oh, blimey. Yeah, I know that's a lovely photo, by the way. Sorry, I'm looking at the book and not what's appearing on the screen. Can you see that? Can you see how good that photo is? How clear that photo is? This is artificial light, so you might not. I know that Matt Irving at the very beginning and Ian Scoons, they filmed tons of stock shots of the Liberator going left to right, forward and back, etc., etc. There's the beauty shot. There's the beauty shot. Those two are beautiful shots. Yeah, so that you had a stock image footage of the Liberator to use. Ian's not a big fan of the animated sequences, but I love them. It added to the uniqueness of the show. Oh, these are really good. It is everything. Look, there's the web shots: seek, locate, destroy, duel. Yeah. The shot that sparked a few arguments about the scale of a pursuit ship compared to the Liberator. Very good. And then we're into an episode guide. Yep. That's good. Chart position, audience appreciation index, the audience and chart position. That's going to be interesting to compare and contrast. Right, I'm going to have to stop because my arm is getting well tired. So yeah, that's it. That's my brief flick through. Yeah, this is going to be my Christmas reading, and I urge you to go out and nab one.